Hey, what's up, guys? Your boy Ash bringing you a brand new Shindo Live video. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We usually do showcases, gameplays, and other things. What's it called regarding Shindo Live. But today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be looking at Sengoku. Well, we're going to be predicting, kind of like talking about Sengoku and what it might be and what type of Genkai it is, because they didn't give us any information besides showing us like a few clips of the full true samurai spirit, like the perfect full true samurai spirit, which I have some inkling on what that is. But again, like, they didn't tell anyone anything. They're keeping that like a little secret, not telling anyone. So we're going to be looking at their past games and everything. We're going to be getting information from them, like as much sources as we can, because again, I don't just want to make a video where I'm just going in like saying, oh, this looks like something, and then like not really base it off anything else. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the video. But before I continue, shout out to Supreme Cause. Supreme Cause. His name should have popped up somewhere on the screen. I hope that you have a great day, and thank you for all the love and support again. And for the like goal for this video, let's try and get 150 again. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash that like button and comment, subscribe. So let's get into it.
When the silence is too loud, I swear I can hear a voice, left a message in the clouds. They are free.
Alright, to begin with, let's start with what we know, right? The creators have given us 2 hints as to what Sengoku might be. The first hint being the Ultra Susanoo that they've been, showing in their Cerebros channel, the Raw Game channel, even on their Twitter. I think they posted a picture of the Ultra Samurai Spirit once on their Twitter and everything. It popped up on the screen somewhere for reference of what I'm talking about. So pretty much we know that it's an Ultra Samurai Spirit, right? But like, the question is, why call it an Ultra Samurai Spirit? We already got the, true samurai spirits and all that from Shisui's, Satori, Bankai, Forge, and regular Akuma. And Ryan Akuma, since that was recently added, that one can also be used too. But why call it an Ultra Spirit? Like, that doesn't make sense. You already have the true spirit, unless you're referencing to an evolved state of the samurai spirit that we have now. In which case, that's a big hit, considering that what is the one case in the entirety, also spoiler alert, what is the one case in the Naruto history where we've seen, or Naruto, like if you've watched the show and then you've read the manga, in what instance has a Susanoo evolved besides Sasuke? None, right? So in that case, we already know that it's most likely going to be sort of like Indra's, like Indra's Susanoo, because again, Ultra meaning a higher form of the regular samurai spirit, and Indra's Susanoo was a higher form of the regular Susanoo because it required Sasuke to absorb all the chakra of all 9-tailed beasts for him to achieve that form, right? So he could, stand toe to toe with, Naruto. Like, so you're probably wondering, oh, what's the second hint? But that ties into the second hint, right? We've already known that, Sengoku has existed prior to Shindo Life. And so has the name Tengoku and Rengoku. We know there are 3 god clans. The first 2 have already been added, which are Tengoku and Rengoku. We know that, Rengoku is a higher form of, the Sharingan, which, Madara has achieved with, putting both the Senju cells and, into himself, Hashirama cell, into himself, and then he gained the Rinnegan. But so we already have the Rinnegan, so what else could they add that could be, on the same tier as, God? As a god, Genkai or Bloodline? Well, that's pretty simple. If you've played their game, Shinobi Origin, for those who don't know, Shinobi Origin was their prior Naruto game, which released around summer of 2019 and everything. It lasted for a while, but eventually it got, they stopped deving on it because of lack of motivation and just not really liking how the game turned out overall and all that. So pretty much they already made Sengoku prior to this, right? But what can Sengoku be based off? Like, we don't have any information. We know that it's gonna be based off, you know, some form of, you know, Ultra's Samurai Spirit or buffed up version of the Susanoo, aka Indra's, right? Indra's Susanoo and what's it called, Ultra's Samurai Spirit already have some similarities, being the face and the arms being the blue parts of the body, while having this shell casing, which is the Susanoo armor that it gets, right? We can already see that. That's the similarity that they both have. Now, for Sengoku itself, the bloodline itself, we've seen it in Shinobi Origin, and what's it called? It's in the shape of a Rinne Sharingan. Rinne Sharingan being the only thing that would make sense to fall in the lines of a god tier, you know, bloodline, since, you know, we already have Rengoku, the Rinnegan, and then Tengoku, the Tenseigan. Yes, Akuma is, like, you know, good and all, but it hasn't really been considered god tier compared to Tenseigan and what's it called, Rinnegan. So obviously it means it has to be the higher evolution of the Rinnegan, which was the Rinne Sharingan. So that's the only thing that would really make sense of that. So that's pretty much all the information that we have. So now we're going to be looking at a potential moveset for, you know, the Rinne Sharingan. So for that, we're going to need to go to, you know, the previous game, which is Shinobi Origin, for that. So let's just head over there now. Alright, we're now in Shinobi Origin, and if you look closely, on our left we have the Tengoku Tenseigan, and on our right we have the Rinnegan, right? So, and in the middle we have the Fable Sengoku, right? So this is pretty much, we're gonna be using moves that they've created here, and just kind of like seeing, like potentially seeing what they could, you know, be doing with this and all that. So like, I think this is gonna be a very cool, like, you know, thing that I can do. So if we go, right, since, oh, I hate when this happens in this game. I need to go back. Okay. Alright, so if you look closely, let's look at the eyes. Tell me that does not look like Rinne Sharingan. Like, again, my point, Rinne Sharingan is coming, boys. It has to be. That's my speculation. I am willing to bet money on it. Alright, so, and it also came with like a Z mode, but like, I doubt that we're gonna get this mode. I truly doubt that we're gonna get a mode like this. It would be cool to have, right? Don't get me wrong, it would be very cool to have. I am down for this 100%, but I doubt that we're gonna get this mode because of like, it's gonna, I don't think that it would make sense since like we're getting the Ultra Samurai Spirit, and to give it this type of mode wouldn't really be fair either. But if they somehow manage to put both of them in, it's busted, right? Busted. And another thing is, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be like a mixture of Sasuke's Rinnegan. It's just like it has most of its moves here have to do with what's it called? Have to do with Amaterasu Flame Control. Like, look at this. This is pretty much like Shira Tensei. And then what's it called? It's like Shira Tensei, and then it, what's it called? Almighty Push. I mean, it just kind of, what's it called, does that sort of animation. If you know, like that time when Pain went up on top of Konoha, and then he did that sort of like going up in the air and pushing something out. But this one is more like, you know, flame control. So I feel like most of the moves are gonna have something to do with Amaterasu. We already saw that the Ryan Akuma had a lot of Amaterasu related moves. So this one's probably gonna have something like that too. The second move, I think the second move I need to have my weapon equipped. Yeah, this one right here is more like weapon teleportation, I believe. Hold on. Need to check real quick. No, I guess the second move's not working. I'm pretty sure this is like weapon manipulation, where like you throw your weapon and then like it teleports you. So pretty much like the, what's it called, Kusanagi V2, or the Ryan Kusanagi V2. I don't know what they call it now. But yeah, so like that's pretty much what I think and everything. Oh, I need to press the thing again. Okay. Oh, so it's like, okay, I get the move now. I get the move. I was just trolling. So pretty much I equip the sword, throw it, and press T again, and then it teleports me, and then wherever I go, it throws, what's it called? It throws a meteorite on that, you know, on that person. So let's just try it now. The meteorite didn't fall. Oh, that's cool, that's cool. So we can already tell that it's probably gonna have the thing that I was hoping that Rinnegan had, which was the meteorites. So we're probably gonna see something like, you know, that time when Madara just summoned like a giant meteorite to fall into like Great Shinobi Alliance and everything. Then we have this move, which pretty much is like Shibaku Tensei, and then like it pulls everyone into like an Inferno style what's it called? An Inferno style move of just that resembles yours. My words are very iffy right now. I don't know why. But and then finally, like the last move I can really show is like, what's it called? The meteorite. This one's different. I don't know how they would do it, but I really want to see like some form of meteorite move from this Rin no Sharingan. I want to see the sky just in turmoil with like a stupid meteorite falling down on my enemies and like crushing them to death. That would be very toxic in Arena X. I know, just in PvP in general, that's gonna be very toxic. But I would really like it to happen. Well, again, like you can't expect much, so I can sort of defer that it's most likely going to have an Amaterasu type move that revolves around either Shiro Tensei. So it's gonna have some sort of Amaterasu flame control. Hopefully meteorites. We might be getting just this regular mode like we did for what's it called? Rinnegan, but we might also be getting this mode for like we did with Tenseigan, so it might be a mixture of both. I don't know yet, maybe not, maybe. That would be really cool to have though, this mode, like, and then imagine this, like, so it's like looking at a, what's it called, since this mode kind of looks like the Tailed Spirit mode, that would be cool. So like you'd have like the Akuma Tailed Spirits, like Nine Tails and Susanoo type beat looking thing. But yeah, like I can't really say much, but that's pretty much the video. I hope that kind of gave you like a perspective, and like again, this is just a theory, this is my opinion, this is not pure fact. Again, this was just something fun to make because, you know, like I didn't really see a lot of people doing something like this since we've had the information on Sengoku. It's just a matter of like what they do with it, because again, like Tenseigan have very similar moves to its past state, like in Shindo Life 1 or Shinobi Life. It had the, what's it called, the beam move that was in Shinobi Life 1, the ability to fly, Shinobi Life 1 and everything. So I think that if we can look at these moves, we can have like a proper way of like thinking of what we can expect from the Sengoku thing itself. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.